All right, guys, I'm back. All right, so it's good to be back. Sorry again for running late. I was actually recording some content and doing some coaching at the same time, so sometimes that can be problematic. Normally, I'm never late, but in this regard, I was running a little late. Okay, so today we're going to be doing rev rates. Uh, Let me get this actually ready. Screen. Okay, so I will do the screen share here in a minute. Let me cue that up though. Yeah, let me cue this up so I can show you guys what I'm thinking when I'm talking about. Okay, yep, there we go. All right, almost got it ready. All right, welcome to anybody that's in the chat. Again, today we're going to be talking about rev rates, how to check yours, what they are. Um, these are important parts of our game. So, um, rev rate is big. If you watch pros on TV, you will be able to see um, you'll be able to see how many how refs impact the pro game so big. But it's not just the pro game that they actually impact. It's actually all of our games, yours, mine, everyone's. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get here, and then I'm going to do a screen share, and I'm actually going to show you um, what with regards to in rev rate. But I'm also going to put a link in the chat really quick so we can get 30 in here. Man, it's been a heck of a morning. So I bowled this morning, which was pretty fun. Um, I was actually practicing. Well, I was throwing shots from feet on 30 to 35, rolling the ball over 20 and 25. Testing my accuracy, seeing how accurate I am. It's pretty fun. Also, I was coaching the kids, and that's pretty awesome. I mean, watching the progression that kids make. I mean, because when they buy in, when they trust you and they buy in, the growth that they have is super fun, super fast. It's awesome to watch, and I really enjoy that part. Um, Joey just waking up. Really? Well, I think you work nights though, so that's probably a good reason why. But what's going on with you, Joey? So, man, I'm telling you, watching kids bowl though, watching them grow, there's nothing like it in the world. Also, I got some more news. So, you're gonna notice probably Monday. I'm going to be putting up in the community tab on the TikTok, on the Instagram. I'm going to be putting up some flyers because we're gonna have a live competition, man. Me and some of the fellas, we're gonna get together. We're gonna bowl. We're gonna have some bowl offs. Oh yeah, Joe, you on the West Coast? That's right. Yeah, you 2 hours behind us. That's right. Yeah, you're on the West Coast. See, I'm in Central Time. And 30, I think 30 said 30's on the East Coast. So that's the cool thing though. We got some on the East Coast, some on the West Coast. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you just starting your day, man. I wish I would sleep to 10 o'clock. I ain't never did that. I'm moving around too much. But so I'm gonna be bowling live competition. So couple of guys, locals, pretty good bowlers. They're like, hey, why don't you let me bowl you on live? You know, let us give you a little work, a little competition. So of course, I'm gonna accept the challenge. So we're gonna put it live. Why not? Nothing like great competition, right? I mean, Joey, I mean, maybe we're gonna see. I'm gonna see you at nationals next year, so we won't bowl against each other. We can bowl with each other. Same with 30, hopefully. Knock on wood. He ain't said nothing yet. I wonder what he's up to. He must be just chilling, watching, slowly but surely. There, 30. There's 30. Hello. That's so formal. Seriously, that's really formal, man. I mean, here, I'll send the link again. That way you guys can come in. But 30, like I said, man, I was bowling some balls today from um feet on 30 and 35. Oh, okay. That makes sense. See, mine just automatically connect. I mean, I don't know why, but everything Apple just automatically connects to each other. Does that mean I need to update my browser? Yeah, no. I don't even like Google Chrome. So 30, Joey, I have a video queued up where I can screen share to whereas we can see I don't know, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. I don't know. We'll have to see when I try it. Where to give us the opportunity to see the rev rate, my rev rate. See, that makes sense. Dude, you work 2 to 10. That's like the best part of the day. I'd rather just be overnight than I got all day. Nah, yeah. I'm 50-50 on it. So Joey, do you work Sunday through Thursday since you 2 to 10? There goes 30.
This thing on? Hello? I don't know if it's connected or not. Is it connected? don't know if the mic's working. Is the mic
Or
working?
do you do Monday through Friday? While
It says it's
30's
on,
having some
but
problems with his, you can see he's having some problems with his audio. Well, let me try to cue this up. Let me see if it'll work. Hold on. Let me. Okay, so I got that up there like that. So let me see if this is going to work. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. All right, let's see if this is going to work. Wait, so Sean, you can hear 30 or you can hear me. I got a
anyone
friend of
hear
mine
me?
who's about to start building from Boeing too.
I can't.
Huh.
This ain't working.
That's interesting. See, I couldn't hear him. Not sure why though. But he popped out, but I'm sure he'll pop back in. You could hear both too, so the only person that couldn't hear was me. Wonder why that is.
I saw the green thing in the test, so it should be working now.
Say something, 30.
Hello. Test, test, test. I hear myself. Hello. Test, test, test.
No, I can't hear.
Hello. Test, test, test.
I can hear you on my phone by being live, but I can't hear you in my live.
I don't know how to fix this. The host has unmuted your mic. The host has unmuted your mic. The host has unmuted your mic.
Okay, that's brutal.
I don't know how to fix this. The mic's moving on the screen.
That ain't it. Oh, wait. I got an idea.
I see it in the call. It's
Because
connected.
I know they can hear you, and that's fine. So he can talk to you for a second while I try to fix this.
But you still need to be able to. Well, hello, everyone else. I don't know who else is here.
I see you moving.
Yeah, it's moving. Let me do this. Let me go on to this one. There's a chat. I don't see anybody in the chat. I'll turn the chat on. How come I can't see the chat on the big screen?
Can you guys still hear me?
Go here.
Let's do this.
Go here.
That's weird. Nobody can hear us this time.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin. I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid.
You guys,
topical or
can
injection.
you see
It's
something now?
one pill once a day. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw
So Joey,
Anybody hear me? Test.
clear skin, and they felt dramatic.
yeah, Joey, I can hear you.
Some as early as 2 days.
Okay.
That's Rinvoq relief.
All right, so
I have
that just
my
leaves.
I
Okay,
have my
so
AirPods in, so it works.
okay, so I think Sean can hear me too now. So 30 just has his mic muted, so I think he should be fine too. All right, so we should be good to go. Everybody should be good to go. Okay, so now that everybody should be good to go, although everybody's muted. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead.
I'm here.
Okay. The only person I'm not sure is 30. But it says his mic's muted. Anyway, so let's get started with this. So we're going to go rev rate, right? So the object of rev rate is how many revolutions per minute something goes around. So when it comes to bowling, all you'll ever hear is rev rate, high rev rate, low rev rate. Before me and 30 started this mini experiment with my release, my rev rate was somewhere in the 200s. I'm going to say low 200s, maybe about 230 ish, 225, 230. And with this experiment, we've actually seen it actually pick up. So, is it possible for someone to improve their rev rate? The answer to that would be emphatically yes. How? Release. There's multiple different releases that you have in bowling. So, the yo-yo release is one of them. The goal of the yo-yo is get the thumb out the ball faster, allowing your fingers to be under the equator of the ball, exiting the ball last. The better we get with this, the better I'm getting with this, the higher my rev rate starting to climb. Me and 30 actually tracked my rev rate for Wednesday night's league, and it was impressive. Okay. So at one point when 30 tracked it, if I'm correct, it got as high as 400, which I have never even thought possible to get into the 400s. I mean, when you're in the 200s, climbing to the 400s, that shouldn't even be possible. Well, in my mind, but with a little work, it's very possible. So to figure out how many revs you have, the easiest way to do it is to actually put tape above your finger holes, to allow you to be able to track the tape, to be able to allow you to track the revolutions per second. So how you do that is you tape above the fingers and you'll roll the ball your normal speed. And when you roll it your normal speed, you'll be able to see how many times the ball goes into a complete circle from the foul line to the pins. So you'll count how many times that happens. And then once you count how many times that happens, you have to actually then time the distance the ball from the foul line to hitting the pins. That'll give you how many seconds it takes to get there. So then the ratio is multiply the number of revolutions times 60 because it's based on per 60 seconds, right? And you'll get a sum number. And then you'll divide that number by how many seconds it takes for the ball to get from the head pin to get from the head pin to get from the head pin to the somebody's opening my door from the head pin to from the foul line to the head pin, and that'll give you a sum. So what I'm going to try to do right now, Joey and 30, y'all still with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so
Doing something on my schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just listening because I was thinking about that because I was thinking about doing that, but I would have to put the tape. If I put the tape above my finger holes, you wouldn't be able to see the tape. Like I would actually have to tape mine between the thumb hole and the grips is where I would have to put my tape in order to see the revolutions down the lane.
Wait,
Because I thought about doing that.
why? That's really weird.
Because you would never see it because my ball doesn't. The way my ball rolls, you would see it much better if you did it between the basically where my fingertips are and my thumb hole. You did it straight across there. You would actually see the tape better than doing it above because mine actually has more of like a forward turning.
Right.
It's hard to explain, but you would see the tape better if I did it right there because the ball kind of has a slight turn to it and it kind of has a forward roll to it.
Right. You don't roll over your grip, do you?
No.
Okay. You should be fine. It's going to be in the same track line.
Yeah.
Do this. Just put the tape on top, throw a couple shots like that, and then put the tape on the bottom. It should track in the same line because you have a similar roll characteristic to what I do.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a full roller, but I understand what you mean by a forward roll lane.
Yeah. It's kind of got that forward rolling with a little bit of tilt to it.
Yeah. It looks like the label's end over end, almost like a tire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the same as mine. Yeah, it'll work.
Okay. Because I think you'd have to. What camera did you use to do it with? Did you use your cell phone with it?
Are you asking me or Coach C?
Whichever one.
I used my cell phone and a tripod.
Okay.
Me too.
I could do that.
I use camera and I use the camera and.
Okay.
What color are
I'll
your
do
finger grips, Joey?
Red.
What color is your ball?
The blue, red, phase 2 color.
Oh, you have a phase 2.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you send him footage already?
Yeah, I got footage
but
from
it's not-
Joey.
We should be able to see it
But
off
you
the
wouldn't.
label.
No, you won't. You would. From what he sent me, we wouldn't be able to pull it off that.
Is it too
No,
far away?
I would have to be a lot closer to the lane itself.
Okay. You filmed from behind the
to do it.
approach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a pain in the ass yesterday. Like I filmed some stuff and then like I couldn't send it to him because it was too long, I guess. So I had to cut down like a couple clips just so I could send it to him.
We got to get
Pain in the ass.
we got to get an airdrop system set up so that if there's a longer video, we can still leave it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, they weren't even really that long. They were like a minute and a half to close to
yeah,
2 minutes, and then one was like 3 minutes. And I thought, oh well, I can't send them in a text, so
right.
I'll just send them to them in an email. And even in the email, they were too long, so I had to go in and like edit the clip and just shorten a couple shots up.
There's a size restriction on the files you can send through email and
Yeah,
other platforms like Facebook, Instagram, all that crap. And
yeah,
for
that's stupid.
videos, it's usually a really small clip that you can send.
Yeah, it was like less than a minute is all
Yeah.
I could send. So, yeah.
Okay, so we're all here.
Sorry, guys.
Who's in the chat? Is anybody in the chat?
Yeah, there's people in the chat. But I do apologize. I'm a little temporarily distracted. I'm trying to get this so that it would allow me to. I'm trying to get it so it'll allow me for StreamYard allow me to share, but it's allowing me to share, but it's not allowing me to share my. It's not allowing me to share my what you call it.
Your screen?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Google isn't allowing me to share my screen. It's telling me I need to change my system preferences. But in order to do that, I have to get out the chat, which I don't want to do that.
No. That's a
That's why I
conundrum.
don't like a little bit, right? But I'm trying to go another way around it. So what I'm trying to do is bring up my email, right?
Mm-hmm.
And email it to myself, right?
Okay.
And then if I email the video to myself, I got nothing to worry about. Am I making any sense?
I think so, but how are you going to share it?
Because should be able to open it. You know what? Let the smart guys do this. I'm messing with you. Okay, so I'm hoping.
You got the wrong person. Don't ask me anything because I can't help you.
Sean Webster,
Okay.
you can use Dropbox. Yeah, Dropbox. That's what I meant. Not AirDrop. That's what I meant by AirDrop. Is Dropbox. Yeah, because you can send files as big as you want through Dropbox. That's a good idea.
Okay, he's right. You can Dropbox things.
Yeah. So if we have any longer clips, anything more than a minute, you can do it that way.
So you gotta download a Dropbox app or something.
You don't have to. Well, you can use an app. I think there's an app for it, and if not, you can just go on the website.
Okay.
Right next to the blue shirt. Okay, maybe that's. Okay, so let's see if this works. See, my ideas always work. They always work sometime.
All right. They always work sometimes.
Hey, it's. I mean, they do. They always work sometime. I mean, I hate to say it, but yeah. My ideas always work sometime. All right, so what Gmail am I in then? I mean, I got it on my phone. Okay. Hold on, man. I'm not tracking it. Okay, so when you don't know what Gmail account you're in, you know you're asking for trouble, right?
That's a problem.
Yeah, well, you know what? I never said I was perfect. Again, my ideas always work. Sometimes.
Sometimes, most of the time.
No, you did not hear me say most of the time, did you? No.
Part of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Yep. I mean, 50-50. If you ask my wife, she ain't gonna agree with the 50-50 part, but
What would she say? 25%?
No, probably closer
Okay.
to 90. I generally
She's
don't
just
try
saying,
things that I don't know the answer to. I generally don't do things that I don't know the answer to. Does that make sense?
yeah. Well, the tough part about this is the only way to test it is live. So this is kind of like that test, I guess.
Right. Pass or fail right here. If I could figure out, again, what email I'm in. Actually, there's an easy way to figure that out. Here we go. Ah, ha, ha, ha. What now? Okay. Are you kidding me? I am failing miserably here. I'm going to just put that out here, okay?
Technical problems.
No, they ain't technical. I'm just having a problem.
Probably the operator error.
You know
Wait,
what?
you said it was something.
Don't
You said it was something with
don't.
your preferences. What you can just restart the stream.
But I don't want
Or
to
is that what
reset
you're
the
trying?
stream.
Oh, you're trying to avoid that so you don't have to not be live. Okay.
Right. I'm trying to avoid this. Okay, so let's try this. Now that we're here, let's try this. Okay, maybe
What's up, K Dog?
All right. All right, wait. Here we go. Wait, okay, so now let's try this.
All right, what are we trying?
I'm trying to do my screen again. Are you kidding me right now?
Sorry, I'm not meaning to laugh. It's just
Hey,
because I wouldn't be able
K-Dog.
to figure it out.
K Dog is Kevin's friend.
Kevin's friend. Okay. Changes you made may not be said. You know what, man? Really? That's why I should have did this with
Kevin Salser. Who's Kevin Salser?
oh, he's a little friend of mine.
Oh, okay.
Whatever happened to Safari? Don't I have that? That's why you don't use Google Chrome. Then again, maybe it won't work. Hold on.
I'm on Safari, so it should work.
Huh?
If you're wondering if Safari as a browser will work for StreamYards, the answer is yes, because I'm on Safari.
Okay, good. So that's getting us somewhere, but there's more.
There's more.
Okay,
There's
so
always more.
yeah, there is more. You know what that more is? If I move it over to if I move StreamYard over to, I still have to disconnect the chat regardless. You see how I'm losing here?
Just do it. It'll be down for like 30 seconds.
No,
Everyone will
I don't
understand.
care. I'm not doing it. Not me. I didn't even know what I'm logged into StreamYard with.
Are you only streaming to YouTube right now, or did you pick up the other platforms?
No, I didn't pick up the other platforms. I figured I'd do it next time.
Yeah, it's good to do that when you have more time.
Yeah, no, yeah, but no. So I have to go into the office. So I got to work this afternoon, but I'm going to do a lot of that from there. I mean, I have to be there. I never said I had to do anything. Go ahead, 30. Go ahead, get it out.
What? I didn't say
Go ahead, get out. I said I got to go into it, but I said they never said I had to do anything. I said go ahead, get it out.
That's fair.
Yeah, because yeah. So 30. Tell why I'm doing this. Can you do me a favor and explain why the rev rate is so important, other than carry and bad splits?
Bad splits? What?
Oh yeah, buddy.
Ooh, who splits? I don't split.
If you miss the mark, if you miss the pocket with a high rev rate, boy, oh boy, are you in
Okay.
Oh
trouble.
yeah. Oh, for
Okay,
sure.
so the rev rate in itself is important for a couple of reasons. The biggest reason and the biggest thing you see in the PBA, for instance, is it creates better entry angle into the pocket. Better entry angle into the pocket means you're going to carry more, so i.e. more strikes. Strikes come from entry angle and speed. Those are the two top contributors. And having a higher rev rate allows you to create that entry angle. Ironically, some of the best players ever have they don't have low rev rate, but they have low rev rates comparatively to other pros that are also some of the best. So if you look at like Walter Ray Williams Jr., if you look at like a Norm Duke, those guys are all low compared to other pro players, but they're not low compared to people like us or me because I'm low. It also is going to give you versatility. So this is one thing I had to knock into Coach C's head is it's going to allow you to open up your angles and open up the shot when your regular shot starts to fade away. So, for instance, if you're playing in a league or a tournament and you like throwing up 10, you like throwing up 15, and that shot goes away because too many people are bowling on it and it starts transitioning, now you have 25 more boards to work with. Because now you can shift left, and because your rev rate is higher, not necessarily high, but higher, you can move left and you have fresh oil to deal with. So essentially, you have a fresh shot all over again.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that something?
Now, when it comes to carry, it also is going to allow your ball to drive more through the pins and go through the pins in the right way. So that's going to increase carry percentage. And Coach C is going to see that really, really soon.
StreamYard does not work with Safari.
Really?
I think I'm on Safari.
Yeah, you're linked. Listen, you're hit a link. So
yeah, you're the host. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hmm.
So I got to download something stupid like Firefox. Guess it could be worse, right?
Could be worse. I'll be right back.
What was that?
He said he'll be back.
Oh, okay. Now, listen, don't get it messed up. Having a higher rev rate is very, very good, but it changes your whole game. Spare shooting, you name it, it changes it. I mean, in a huge, huge way. I mean,
Yeah, so it would be nice to have. I've always thought like, man, I need a higher rev rate, but then as times went on, I'm fine where I'm at. Like, yeah, I may not be in the 400s and 500s and stuff, but the way I play and where I play and how the lanes are set up, yeah, it just works so perfectly. If I got to move left, I can move left. I start right, and then as the lanes start to transition, I just start moving left or moving my eyes or changing my mark, and it seems to work. Like I would love to stand, way far left and just see what you see on TV with the pros, but I can't.
so here's the deal, right? Okay, so that's a misconception. That isn't a reality, though. You understand what I'm saying? That is a total misconception, not a reality. because I don't stand way left. I mean, I stand feet on 15, 16, 17, 18. And then I'll go left as the lanes break down too. So that's just a misconception.
Yeah, well, it just depends on what the lanes are doing too. You know, what they
Right.
see on TV is totally different than what, you know, the regular person like me is going to see, you know, twice a week or
Yeah,
something,
no,
you know?
you are 150% correct. You are right. You're not going to see what they see. There's right. So when you're bowling, it's a little different for you,
Hmm.
and it's also
I
different
still
for
would
me.
like to
But
bowl
we
on what
can't.
they see, though. One of these days.
It ain't complicated. All you gotta do is have your center put down the right sports shot.
Yeah, and then dry it out. Like what you see, when like they're qualifying, like especially when like you see them rolling on the burn, like they do. That's what I want to try. Is like I want to try a burned up lane and see, because you know I'm not gonna see a burned up lane here. You know, there's not enough games
Well,
that are gonna be thrown on it.
I'm not so sure. It's not always burned up for them.
No, it's not. Like when they did the last tournament, you got the bowl on the fresh, and then you had a bowl a block on the burn, and that was really interesting to watch when everybody was on the burn and how far left that they actually were. Like Chris Prather, I saw him like in front of the ball return throwing. I was like, holy crap, you know.
No, that's true.
So have you figured out your screen yet?
Working on it. I'm trying to figure out the. Well, I mean, the Mac is a little different. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the step that I need to.
So when's that Nationals again next year?
Whenever I decide to go.
Yeah, but what's the date on it though?
Oh, I gotta add Adam back, huh? My bad. My bad, Adam. My bad.
There we go.
Um.
I think it's working now.
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. What I miss?
Me trying to find a Google Chrome system preference.
Still working on it.
I don't like this
So it
computer.
doesn't work with Safari. Do you have Firefox?
No, but I can download it.
That could
Okay,
work.
so I got system preference open. Well, here's the thing, man. I'm looking for system preference because it's got me in all these places, but oh, never mind. I'm an idiot. If either one of y'all ever hear say, you know what, I'll take that back. I'm not an idiot.
Okay. All right. So where did we leave off in the rev rate discussion?
I'm not sure. We're just talking about
what
what
did
we
you,
see on the lanes and what we see compared to like what pros will actually see in transition.
I mean, like when the lanes start to burn.
Yeah.
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 It's not all that different. The biggest thing is with traditional league shots, assuming you play on a house shot, right? It's
Yeah.
generally a long block from either 12 to 12 or 15 to 15 or 10 to 10, or in some weird cases like down here, there's some places that are 8 to 8, but it's a long rectangle that goes, anywhere from 36 feet to around 32 feet. Most of the time, the PBA players are playing on flatter patterns where the ratio of oil in the middle to the outside is much less. Like on our house shots, it's like 6 to 1, 10 to 1, 8 to 1, 12 to 1. I think I've even seen up to 15 to 1. So there's a ton of oil or a ton of hold in the middle, right? And then not a lot on the outside. For those guys, it's more equal in to out. And that's why their shot making is so important, because they don't have the forgiveness.
Mm-hmm. What was the because when they did the Masters in qualifying, they had like one group got the bull on the fresh, and then another group would have the bull on the burn, and then vice versa in the groups it would flip.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah, so everyone who has a block gets one turn on the burn, and then 2 turns on the fresh, so that it's equal for everybody.
Yeah, I was just saying how crazy it is when they actually do get to the burn, how far left they actually are. It's insane.
They're like throwing a softball pitch over the gutter cap.
Yeah. I saw Chris Prather standing in front of the ball return.
Yeah, that's standard.
That's just crazy.
So listen, guys. I'm going to have to make this thing drop.
All right.
Because the setting won't allow me to change it while Chrome is up. So I've changed it, but I need it up to do what I need to do.
Okay.
Yep. So I'll be back in 2 seconds.
All right.
Well, it might quit it, it might not. You never know with Mac, so we'll see. All right, ready?
Kicks us all out.
Right.
3, 2, 1, take off.
We can still hear each other, all right?
I don't know. Well, now we're in the call, but he's not. That's weird. But I think he's got to kill the stream.
I thought so too. I thought that's what was going to happen.
Is the stream separated from the call?
I don't know nothing about what the hell he's using the storm warning. Oh, there he is. He back.
You don't know what I'm doing now. What? I heard you now. Watch this. I don't know. We're going to find out in 2 seconds.
We've been waiting.
Remember I told you my ideas always work? Sometimes. Right. Ain't that what I said? My ideas always work sometimes.
Sometimes, half the time.
You know what? There you go, 30. See? There you go. Can you see it?
Oh, I see a screen.
Oh, sugar.
I see a screen.
Can y'all see it?
What screen do I see?
I can see it.
You see it. What do you see, though? I'm trying to figure out.
I see
you about to throw a ball down the lane.
Yeah, I see that on the right, and I see the chat on the left.
All right, so let's blink you out because we don't want people to see 30 face. All right. Okay, so now that looks pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we got here is a video of me throwing the ball down the lane. Me and 30 both seen this same video. We both took notes on how many times the ball rotated, and then we both took a timer and timed how long from the foul line to the pins it took to hit it, and then that's when we came up with the formula. That's how it comes from everybody. So let's go ahead and play this 6-second video clip. Okay, that was loud. Was that loud for anybody else? Oh, it was loud for me. Let me tell you. Okay, so you can't hear it. Huh? Well, good. Nope. We don't need the sound. We just need to play it. Now, play it one more time.
Which one is this? So, is this the no step, or is this the one step?
I got like
Just a no
8.
step. You got like 8 what? Rotation?
Yeah,
You,
I
you
think.
get, you,
Well, because I
wait,
can't really pause it and slow mo it, so I'm just
you don't have
kind of
this.
Yeah,
like,
Don't you have the slow mo version?
No, I could make it slow.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna count them here, then we would need to.
I didn't want to. I
the
didn't want to
slow-mo
count them here.
version.
I was just going to show people what we were doing. I didn't want to slow mo it.
Okay, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I was just trying to show everybody what we're doing. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess if we
that makes
needed to
sense.
slow, I guess if we needed to slow mo it, we could slow mo it. But I
Well,
mean,
well, only
it
reason I said
breaks
that
it
is because
down.
Joey was trying to count the Revs, so I thought it'd make it easier for him.
well, that would be
I
assuming
zoomed
Joey
in
could
a
count
little
in the
bit.
first place.
I can, but it's going so fast.
I mean, he got to 8.
Slow mo it down, I can count them.
Joey said, "Wait a minute, I can count. I just okay, but hold on. Let me find one that we can slow down for you, JoJo. Yeah, because Joey like, well, I can count. I just can't count. All right, so edit. Oh yeah, there we
Because I
go.
got you on full screen, and I got it zoomed in, so I could see it if it's slowed down.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to edit slow mo. Dude,
Can you edit? Can you edit it from here?
yeah. What was that?
Can you edit it from here?
Oh yeah, you know what? I gotta figure out where that's at. Hold on. All
So
right,
you
I'll go
took
right above that.
so you used your tripod and your phone for this video.
No, I use the camera and some stuff for this video.
Oh, okay.
I
don't
use
know if my
I use my phone on a tripod.
what do you do? You do the 4K at what 30 or 60 frames?
I did 4K at 60, but I'd also did 1080 at 60, and they don't look that much different.
Oh,
And
really? Okay.
when they get posted, most of the time they get downsized anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So most of the
Well,
time I record at 4K, but
I have my GoPro 10 Black that I might be able to use. Might do a little better.
there you go.
Dude, why can't I find it in here?
What phone do you have, Joey?
A iPhone.
Which one?
He said,
I think it's like the 12. I think. Yeah, I think it's 12.
all right,
Yeah.
here we
Oh,
go.
that should be
Okay.
fine. That could do at least 1080p.
Yeah, it'll do 4K and stuff. Because the videos I was filming yesterday was I did it at 4K at
Okay.
60.
Okay. Yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah. I just got to get the camera in like a better position, like how this one is, where it's like kind of behind him like that.
Yeah.
Because I just set it up kind of next to the ball return rack and just kind of raise the tripod up.
You want it to be. You're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want it to be just inside the right gutter, but behind you, at either the back of the approach or like the middle of the approach. And then when you're doing the rev test, zoom in to where you can. You won't see your body anymore, but you'll see the foul line.
Can you guys see all this stuff?
And you want the camera height to be like between 3 and 4 feet.
I can see a bunch of pictures.
Looking down.
It ain't like I got anything bad to show, so we're good.
Oh, okay.
Chicago Bulls.
Hey, watch it. That is, I was sending that to a friend, okay? Because I hate the Bulls. I'm a Miami Heat guy.
You hate the Bulls? I thought you were a diehard.
Really?
Jordan
You live
fan.
in Chicago? How? Yeah. How?
Wait,
are you
wait,
not a
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Chicago
whoa,
fan,
whoa,
dude? Like,
whoa, because I'm
You
not.
are all
I live here.
backwards.
I'm not from here.
That's fair.
I live here. I'm
like,
not from here.
I get that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's totally fair.
I'm not.
I'm a Tampa
I
Bay.
give you that one.
I'm
I'm
not
a
a fan of
Tampa
any
Bay
Florida
Buccaneers.
teams.
I'm a Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Florida State fan, Miami Heat fan.
All right, I'll give you that.
Easy, go that way. Well, I wasn't asking you
Oh,
your
no.
permission. I mean, you know.
I mean,
Can y'all
back in
see
the
this?
day,
Can
though,
y'all see this now?
it was Jordan, Chicago Bulls,
Yeah, I
and
see.
Blazers.
You can. So, I'm. Can you see this now?
I can see it.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
I got it full screen, and I got it zoomed in a little bit.
I got you on 60 inches, so it looks like you're standing in front of me.
All right, you, Joe. You, but let's see if Joey can count. Man, if they'll go any slower, it's gonna go backwards.
I hope he's counting in his head.
Me too.
14 or 15 right before it hit the pins.
Oh, I didn't even hit the pins for me yet.
All right, so I'm gonna too. I'm gonna slow down a couple more and put them up. That way, everybody can see the understanding of what we're doing. And then, okay, so 30. What I want you to do is, do you still have your times for these, by the way? Because I'm
I
about
do.
to put the ones up. I'm about to put the ones up that me and you did.
Which one? This is the no step, one steps that you're
No, these
showing
will
now.
be,
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm going to, in about 2 seconds, I'm going to put up the full approaches. Got it? All right, so first one that'll be coming up in about 2 seconds. Okay, so let's do, wait. All right, sending that over now. Okay, so that one's coming. Whoa, did I just stop? Okay, good. I stopped that. All right, so that one should be popping up any. Whoa, I canceled that? My bad. Okay, I told you I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer all the time, right? All right, so this one should be popping up any second. And then I got the other one getting queued up, ready to go now. You know, as we do this, I'll get better at it. Maybe. All right, here we go.
It'll get easier.
Wait, what is this one?
It looked like the same one.
Can't be. Oh, maybe it is. All right, here we go. Wonder how I messed that one up. So we're gonna queue up one of the ones walking. There we go. Whoa. What is this one? Oh, that's the first one. Here we go. All right, here we go. watch this hand position too, where we're at. Side of the ball. You see that 30? Whoa.
Went away.
Yeah, my bad. I was doing something. Yeah, let's bring it back. Joe, you keeping count?
I was until he took it away.
My bad. All right, let's that's the one step.
$16.
Yeah, not bad, huh?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so that's 16, right? Okay.
Yeah, I thought you times it by 15. I thought.
No. So what you would do is you would go, okay, so the math would be, do we have a calculator in this thing? All right, so here's how the math would look, because I know you can see the screen, right?
Yeah.
Can you see the calculator?
Back down. Yeah, I had to shrink you back down, but yeah, I got it.
All right, so 16 revs times 60, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you get 960. Now it depends on how fast it took for the ball to get down the lane. Are you with me? So to determine how
I get
fast
it.
it is, so all right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the normal speed. All right. So hold on. Now I'm gonna cue in the normal speed video. And then Joey, you're gonna take out a stopwatch. You with me?
That won't work there, buddy.
Okay, well where's 30 at?
Well, because I'm on my phone. That's why.
Oh, I got you. Okay, well I'm gonna take out a stopwatch because I'm not on my phone. How's that?
Yeah.
Or 30 could, but would 30 disappear on us?
I think so.
All right, so then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cue this up here. Oh, we gotta get it back. Okay, so then we're gonna start this stopwatch and the video at the same time and stop it when it hits the pins. As soon as it gets to the pins, got it? All right, here we go. And start. We got 2.63 seconds. So now we're going to divide that 960 by 2.63 seconds, and voila, 365. That's how many revs that ball had just now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's actually really, really simple.
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta throw tape on your ball and.
So, when you hear somebody, when people hear someone, we should say, when they hear someone and they're like, well, you know, you got this or that, you got this rev rate, or you got this rev rate. Well, that's the simple way of figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Easy
that's
enough.
how easy it is. Yeah, I mean, it's a really simple procedure. It's very, very simple. The math is always right. I mean, math always wins. You know what I mean? So it's very simple. Now, here's the thing. And this is where the misconception was. Even Joey, I just noticed you even had this misconception. The misconception is when your rev rate is high, you got to play way left. That's not true. You can still have your feet right and play right.
Well, it
That's not
creates
gonna.
more.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you have a high rev rate, then you can start moving left and open up the angles better.
Yeah, right. But what I'm saying to you though is, you made a comment that when your rev rate is really high, you have to start left. That's not true. You can still play any line you want to play. You can play inside. I mean, your angle of entry might be a little sharper, but you can still play with your feet right. But what it does is allow you to swing the ball a little more to the outside. Now, on a sport, right? Now, on a sports shot, what I've noticed is this. Before, I would have to be really pinpoint accurate on a sports pattern for myself. But right now, because of the rev rate, I have miss room when when the other guys who used to bowl just like me, they don't have it. I do. So, but that's because of the rev rate. I'm pretty sure. I bowled last Saturday on a 39-foot 2-to-1 ratio shot. Well, 2-3-1-to-1 ratio, and I laid the ball down break point at 7. If I got it out to 5, it still came back. If it was just automatic for me. They struggled, I didn't. I mean, night and day difference. But on a house shot, if you get it too far outside into the friction too early, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. Or you could have the kind of night that I had on Wednesday night, where I left 10 pin after 10 pin, 7. But it had nothing to do with river. It's just one of the nights. I mean, sometimes you just have one of those days. But that's where your spare game comes into play. That's where that's why your attitude comes into play. That's where your people that you bowl around, like my boy Tony in the chat, that's where he comes into play. All of that's important because the people around you, your attitude, all them things create your environment, which allow you to bowl good or bad. But that's where but that's where it comes from. I was going to say that too. That's where your middle game comes from. That's where it comes from. That your mentality, your process that you use, whether it's keeping notes or tracking it through an app, or your attitude, staying focused. And focus, like for me, it's one ball at a time. If I throw the ball, it's already gone. It's already out of my mind. But I can tell you this, mental game or not, there is certain things some people can do. And you're awesome too, Tony. There's some things that people can do that can set you over the edge. Like for me, Wednesday night, I was on the deck and I was going into my approach. And as I was cupping the ball, getting ready to let it go, a guy blew by me and threw his ball. And his ball hit the pins before mine did. Now, this is a very experienced bowler. He knows lane etiquette. He just chose to not follow it. So sometimes things like, yeah, he told it. So sometimes situations like that can tick you off. Like that bothered me. The pins didn't bother me. It is what it is. You mean once you throw the ball, it's out of your control at that point. And if anybody ever tell you they can throw the ball and control it, then that's not true. It's out of your control once you throw it. So I'm okay with that. But what he did, that's not called for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, that's messed up.
Right. So, but other than that, am I happy with the progress?
Especially if you're bowling league, though, like that's the thing. Like, I mean, when you're bowling league, most people know on league that lane etiquette. Like, that was wrong to do.
But see, here's the catch. So when I said something, he's been doing it to people all year. You know what I mean? So it's just bad. He's just bad business. But at the end of the day, though, it's how we carry ourselves that matter.
Yeah.
So, but the mental game is important in every aspect of bowling. It's just as important as the physical, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things. Yeah, that's one of the things I'm teaching kids too, because they want to strike so much. And striking is the fun part of the game, sure, but it's the little things that make the most difference. Like me missing 7 pins. I'm gonna tell you, man. Before I'm telling you, I could miss number 7 before I was even good. I got the 7 pin.
Do you go straight at the 7, or do you hook it into the 7?
I've done both. To be honest with you, I've done both.
What are you most?
I can do both.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you do in a tournament?
Both. So it depends on.
Oh,
It depends on me, pretty much.
You hook at left spares in a tournament? Oof.
Hey, don't judge me. I pick them up.
I'm gonna judge you. That's my job to judge.
Hey, listen. I picked them up before I start messing with my rev rate.
Okay. Now it's the rev rate's fault, right?
See, I don't.
Yeah.
When I go with my when I do my 7 pin, I hook it a little bit. It's not much. I'm more kind of in between going straight at it and then just a little back end hook into it. Like I don't have a high hook clear across the lane to get it.
When I get to nationals, I will be throwing. When I go to nationals, I'll throw straight at the 7. I don't plan on leaving many, but I'll throw straight at the 7 at national. You know what else I'm doing? I've noticed. So normally I'll use a spare ball for my 10 pin, but I don't. Lately, I haven't had to. I can throw any ball, even a fully loaded solid on a dry lane. I can throw it straight.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't use a plastic ball.
I just dead wrist whatever's in my hand. Or whatever has that's shiny.
Or wait, because I'll do it like if I'm throwing the phase 2 for first ball, I'll throw the Belmo at the 10 pin for a spare shot. I usually won't throw the phase 2 back to back. Yeah, I won't throw I won't throw my strike ball, my first ball back to back. I'll let that, because I don't know how true it is, but what I've heard, like, what was it? It's like they say, like, the ball has energy when it kind of comes back and it warms up or some shit like that. I can't remember what it was, but I can't remember. I'd have to.
That is by far the what?
Yeah, but something I heard. I don't use my strike ball back to back.
Hey, 30. I didn't lost some brain cells on that one. Oh listen, but that's not the listen, but 30. That's not the dumbest thing that I heard today. No, Joey, I'm not saying you dumb at all. I'm saying that's just asinine. That your ball needs to sit on the rack to cool down for a couple seconds. So what happens when the 10th frame when you throw a strike? So what happens in the 10th
another one?
And then
you slow down. Slow it down.
Whoever that bowler is screwed.
Yeah, he needs
something. I just don't like throwing it back to back.
He never
I can't remember where I heard it from. But
so listen,
I just don't throw it back to back.
So what do you do in the 10th frame if you don't like throwing it back to back?
Well, I'll throw it, but I mean, I don't like going back to back with a spare. Like I'll use a different ball on my spare, but not that like makes sense. In the 10-10, not in the 10th frame. In the 10-10 frame, yeah, of course, I'm throwing it there, but I don't like throwing my first ball for a spare. I rather use a different ball.
That's better.
I'm gonna grant you this lifeline. Okay, if you're one of those people that doesn't wipe off your ball, okay, then what you're saying kind of makes sense because then
No, it don't.
the spare shot's
It,
gonna no. It does. Logically, it works because when you dead wrist, your ball track changes. Your ball track changes, and where the ball touches oil changes. So therefore, it would change the next shot as well. Now,
it's
I wipe
called
off my
personal
ball, so
preference.
I don't do that.
Did you hear me? That would still be under personal preference.
No, I'm saying that would be like that person's possible logic as to why they might not do that.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell
It
you
doesn't make
guys.
sense to me, but that's the only logic track I can find.
Right. Right. I mean, but if it's his logic, we okay with that. I mean, everybody,
Yeah.
we all have our weird takes. So here's the worst thing I heard today. You ready for this?
Oh boy.
So I'm gonna host a competition. Me against a couple of guys. They want to go head to head with me live on YouTube. So they can earn their street cred. Yeah. So right. So I'm gonna take some pictures, put them up, post. We're gonna get some street cred, some competition. We're gonna get this cracking. So one of the guys, I'm like, hey, are you jumping in a sports shot? He's like, yeah. He's like, well, I just didn't do it before because I didn't want to mess up my house shot game. And I'm like, what? He's like, I didn't want to mess up my game on the house shot. What? He's like, well, I was told by a couple of good, He said, listen, I was told by a couple of high quality bowlers because he came to the game about the same time I did, that if I bowl in a sports pattern, it's going to make me bad on a house shot.
Okay, this is kind of weird.
And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, they told me I would never bowl in a sports shot. I said, because they don't want. I said, listen, let me explain something to you. There's house shot champions. Every house shot got one. Every bowling alley got one. Guys have been bowling on that house shot for 30 years or 20 years or 15 years or 10 years, and they can do it with their eyes closed, drunk on the worst day, right?
Yep.
Which we've all seen them. Those are the guys that are so comfortable in their own skin. If they bowled on a sports pattern, they would bowl bad, and their delicate psyche would be so hurt. Would you agree with that, 30?
Well, I can't speak to their psyche because I don't know them as a person, but the
that's why they don't do it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, so to tell someone
their ego can't handle it. Yeah.
Correct. So to tell someone that a house shot, you would bowl bad on a house shot, no, because a sports shot makes you more accurate. It would make you more accurate.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I got to interject. Okay. It's not necessarily true, but it's not necessarily untrue. A lot of guys that bowl in sport a lot and play in tournaments and stuff like that often will avoid house shots after the fact because you start getting used to the way certain patterns play. And if you're not constantly mixing it up, going from one to another, and you're used to playing in a certain way, now you have to adjust again. I wouldn't say it's going to be as far as it's going to make you suck on a house shot, but let's say he bowled in a sport league, right? And then went and he did that in the summer, and then in the winter had his house shot league. If he's not used to adjusting, he himself could be worse on a house shot.
Okay, so here's what.
And a lot of the big guys are actually worse at house shots than they are on the hard stuff because they're so used to the hard stuff.
Okay, so here's why I'm going to disagree with you. We have 10 people that consistently bowl on a sports pattern, right? You know, 30. I got it every Saturday. We go out, right? Every person who bowls on a sports pattern has had more than a 10-pin improvement over the course of last year. And I'm talking 10 at the least. We had a guy in our league who started at a 140 something. He's up to a 189 because it teaches you to be accurate. Now, okay. Now here's the different part of it. What you have to understand is you have more miss room on a house shot. So if you're accurate and you miss to the outside on a house shot, you're getting back to the pocket. I'm sorry. That's just what happens. If you miss on the inside, there's more oil because it's heavy oil in the inside and a lot of friction on the outside. You slide still to the pocket. Now, what changes on a sports shot is if you miss outside, it's staying outside.
Right.
If you miss inside, it's going to roll through because it's fresh. It's from last 15 feet or bone dry, so the ball's going to overhook.
Yeah.
It
you're
teaches
going
you
somewhere on the Brooklyn side.
accuracy, right? So it teaches you accuracy and shot making. Now I get what you're saying. If you spend a whole year on a sports pattern, then you go to a house shot, it's not going to take you long to pick it up because all you got to do is throw the ball outside. I mean, it's about speed and being outside. That's it. Now, here's the catch and the caveat. If you're going to bowl on a sports pattern, right, like this summer, do you think that that's the only time you're going to roll the ball? No, you roll the ball, you come in, you practice, you do whatever you're going to do. That's where you never fall off. You get what I'm saying? You never fall off. Now, the pros, when all they do is practice and bowl on a sports shot, I can see that. I can see them struggling because when you go in from a 2-to-1 ratio to a 12-to-1 ratio, that's a problem.
Right.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem. You got to admit though, that's a problem.
Yeah.
And here's the thing too, right? All of you dudes, let's go to nationals. Nah, man, I ain't messing with that sports shot, man. Come on, dude. Seriously, the game ain't supposed to be just given to you. Earn it.
Well, I mean, some people don't have it on the house shot yet, so they're not ready for that.
What do you mean?
And you
I get what you're saying.
Okay.
So wait a minute. Listen, we got a bowling alley full of 230 average bowlers.
Mm-hmm.
How many of them going to nationals? 4. Because the rest of them won't even try. Listen, we have a sports shot league that's starting in the summer, right? We have 230 average bowlers. We have 0. None of them signed up. You know why? Because their delicate psyche's too soft to bowl back.
Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to suck again. They don't want to go back
because
to the
that's
beginning.
Because that's what's going to happen. I'm not going back to the beginning. I'm still going to do what I do anyway, regardless.
Right.
The game is meant to be figured out.
Yeah, take any of those guys, any of those champions, and put them on the reverse block, and they'll average 160.
Yeah, that's the point, though. That's the point. So you walk around with your chest out, you Thunder Dave, I'm going to go on a pro tour. No, you're not. No, you're not. If you're scared to see us, no, you're not. That's your in your own brain fantasy type situation. And that you're arrogant, you're brash. No, I'm not, but I'm not scared. There's never been a shot on the bowling lane that I'm scared of. That's like a fight. Ain't never a fight I ever walked away from. You put me in the gym with anybody, I'm cool. But that's the thing about bowling that bothers me the most is you can walk into any bowling alley in America. Yeah, it's horrible.
I mean,
it's horrible.
It's no different than a basketball court.
Okay, but there's a difference. In basketball, if you're playing on the court, you got to play on the court with everybody on the court, right? The rules are the same. If you go into a bowling alley, go ahead.
No, finish.
Okay, so if you're let me find a better way to say this. Okay, basketball, for example. If you're in college playing basketball, you're one of the best in the world because college player, you got to be elite to play basketball at college, right?
Yeah.
Now,
of course.
To be elite, then you're in the NBA or the EuroLeague. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, college. So, and then there's high school, right? High school where everybody can play. That's where the house shot champions are. High school. It's equal to high school. Everybody can do it. Everybody can do it. Then college would be you bowling on a sports shot, then the elite would be the PBA,
Okay.
WPBA. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
for
pros,
these
yeah.
guys to walk around with their chest thumped out, I am this. No, bro, you
Mhm.
down here in high school, man. You ain't even trying to get to college. You just happy being in high school, thumping your chest. Because every bowling alley, you can find them everywhere. I
Of
mean,
course.
you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
100%.
But what I'm noticing, though, is through my journey of improving, my journey of getting better, my journey of learning, I'm learning that different places, people do different things. Like in Florida, like I'm learning in Arizona, I'm learning in Cali. They bowl on sports shots all the time.
Yeah.
So then you got the Midwest where you can't find it, but very slim. Like in Chicago, I'm learning there's 3 different places in Chicago. But that's in Chicago, but they're all 4 hours apart from each other, because they're all the other ends of Chicago. You with me?
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
but from here, which is a 2 hour gap from where I'm at to Chicago, there's nothing. And when you talk to the different centers, they're like, look, we tried. And nobody want to bowl on sports shot because everybody want to come in here and just filter the ball to the pocket and score the best they can. And I'm the best in the world.
They want easy mode. Yeah.
So then it goes, your best go down in nationals, and they're averaging a 160. So
Mhm.
I mean, that's a 90 pin drop from a 240 average to a 160 average. But that's what
Yeah.
they're getting. And then they say, oh, that's because the shot was bad or the lane was bad. And then they try to intimidate other people from going down there. Oh, if you go down there, you're going to suck. No, if you practice on a sports shot, you won't suck because you'll anticipate what's coming. And if you use Rule 31, you can figure it all out. That's where I'm at.
That's true to some degree. Yeah. Yeah, that's logical.
I don't see how it's not unlogical.
Well, the Rule of 31, that theory is mix and match.
Look, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm saying that
it's a good baseline.
It puts you in a ballpark.
Yeah, it's a good baseline.
It puts you in a ballpark. But listen, here's the rule though. It's your job to figure it out from there.
Of course.
You get what I'm saying? But if you
got to put the ball in the right spot in the lane with the condition, right, and match it up. Yeah, of course.
Right. So it's your job. Rule 31 might say the 4-board if it's a 35-foot shot, right? But when you're rolling the ball yourself, 34 might be too much or too little for you. It's then your job to figure that out in your practice.
Of course.
So what I'm saying is it's a place to start. I'm not saying it's the rule of God. I'm saying it's a place to start. But again, you got to be willing to put in the work. You got to be willing to fail. So you bowl bad. Oh my goodness. It's not the end of the world, man. But it's the not trying that's the problem.
A lot of these guys, I mean, I can't speak to this kind of ego because I don't have it myself, but to a lot of these guys, like, this is the only glory they have or have had.
So, but it ain't glory. It's a false sense of security, though. That ain't glory, man. And then they be like, oh, and then they say, Big C, you want a pop bowl with us? Nope. Why not? No, nope. You want a pop bowl with me? Come see me on Saturday. Wow, what Saturday? Oh, you mean that sports shot over there? Yeah, come see me. No, man. Every time we say in gambling, you want to talk about sports shot because it's fair. It's fair for me. It's fair for you. It's unforgiving. It's fair.
Okay, but here's the thing: is both the sports shots and the house shots are fair. There's not one unfair to the other. It's just like this is going to be a really weird analogy.
No. Okay,
follow me for a second. Follow me.
All right.
Okay. This is like somebody who's in high school, plays basketball, right? And all they do is play ball in the gym. Okay. Then one day, their friend who's used to playing on blacktop invites him outside. And that player doesn't know how to play outside. Now you take them and you change the environment. You change the conditions. It's like sport shot changes the oil condition, right? But the game
Right.
itself is still fair for both of them. They both have the same
That's
opportunity
true.
to do the same thing. So the house shot's fair. The guy challenging you that's a 230 to beat on you on a house shot is just as fair as you challenging him on a sport shot.
He don't
You
beat me
both
on
have
sports
that.
shot. He don't beat me. He don't beat me on house shot.
Yeah, but can you beat him on the house shot though?
Sure, I've gambled him before, but I'm saying I'll go to your platform. You should come to mine too. I'll gamble. I'll bowl him anywhere. I'll bowl anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the one thing anybody will tell you about me. I'll bowl you anywhere. But I'm saying there's certain guys that don't bowl in any other bowling alley.
Right.
Just like the one. And
Yep,
they've been doing
one
it for 30
house,
years.
one
And
house shot.
they've been doing it for 10, 30
Thousands of
years.
them.
And they could look, I've seen them come in there with a bowling ball or with a house ball drunk and shoot 290. Because they can do it because it's all they know. They know everything there is to know about it. In certain situations, it's like, nah, man, But I like a challenge though. I'm a competitive person. I like a challenge. So for me, I'll bowl anybody. I mean, when I'm in Florida, I'll come to y'all bowling alley and bowl y'all. You kidding me? That's who I am. Because here's the thing. I wouldn't be the bowler I am today if I didn't do that.
Right.
I bowled against 230 average bowlers when I was averaging a 179. Competing against them made me better. So that's why you'll never see me back down or ever be like, nah. No, I take on all comers. Better,
That's
not
good.
better, don't matter.
That's good. Every one of them's a learning experience.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and it's good too because you learn different parts of different games. That's how I started enhancing everything, you know, learning this, learning that. But I don't know. I guess I'm changing because I'd rather be on a sports pattern than I would on a house shot. Because I guess being on a house shot, I wander. My mind wanders. I'm not focused. On a sports pattern, I'm focused. I mean,
no, okay. Walk me through that for a minute. What's your house shot league average? Your normal league average?
215.
Okay. What's your sport shot league average?
About 226.
So your sport shot is higher than your house shot?
I'm focused. You have to be.
But you don't focus on the house shot.
No. I mean, I'm doing everything else. I'm doing everything, and I'm drinking. I don't drink on the sports shot, but I'm drinking on the house. Man,
I mean, that's impressive.
You know how my mind processes it, and I tell my wife all the time. Everybody can't bowl in the house shot, on a sports shot. If they could, everybody would.
Right.
So that's what I want. But see, here's another thing though. So as I was learning to bowl, I didn't understand the levels. But the more you get educated, the more you learn, the more you understand where your goal is. My goal is to be on the regionals. My goal is to try to hit the senior tour at some point because I'm old enough to do it in a couple of years. Weird to say, but it's true. So I have goals. My goals don't involve that house shot league. Does that make sense?
Kinda, yeah.
I don't have a goal in my body to be the house shot champion. I don't want to be the house shot champion. I don't want my sons to grow up and be a house shot champion. If you're going to do something, try to be the best that you can possibly be. So to be a champion, you got to be able to master the house shots, the different elements, right? So that's why when I went to the bowling alley and I said, listen, I would like to start this sports shot league, we came up with the internet. So they're international sports shots. You know what I'm saying? So it's the international patterns that we're going to be bowling on. That excites me. If I average a 190 on them patterns, good. If I average a 180, good. If I average a 225, good. It doesn't matter because I'm doing something that's pushing me closer to where I'm trying to get. Failure is
Right.
not an option. Am I making sense?
You're making perfect sense.
So that's why, for me, achieving that house shot dream, nah, I'm okay.
Okay. Your thought process is kind of interesting. The way that I thought about it back in my quasi-competitive days is it's kind of like your high school analogy, right? So the house shot is high school. In order to get to college, what do you got to do? You got to get through high school, right? You got to get through that step ladder. So for me, back in the day when, like I said, during my competitive time, I never felt like I was ready to jump into the college level until I was at my peak in the high school level or the house shot level. And that's what I did. I went that's when I started playing in like sweepers and stuff like that. This was the super early days of sports shots. This is when sports shots like just became a thing. It was like the early mid 2000s. So for me, it was like, okay, now I beat everybody in the house. There was actually a time where I was number one in two different leagues, and that's how I knew I could now graduate because there was one guy that bowled in my Monday league who was really good, and he also played on sport shots, and he was in a traveling league on sport shots. And he was crazy good on sport shots. I'm surprised this kid never went pro. So for me, it was like, okay, I've conquered this level of the ladder. Now I step up. And then after
No,
the
David,
next step
no,
of
I'm
the
not
ladder.
saying. Hold on, I'm gonna answer this question, David. No,
Yep.
house shot for me isn't practice because to go to the level that I want to go to, it can't be considered practice because to bowl in the regionals or any event that is on the pro side, you need it's all a sports shot, so it wouldn't even be considered practice. It's I mean it's getting together with your friends and bowling. I mean it's great competition and it's great to be competitive because everybody in the league that I bowl in, the businessmen, it's competitive, really competitive. But practice, no. Go ahead, 30.
Was
30. Oh,
yep.
you gotta go ahead, finish. I'm sorry.
So, let me think about this for a minute. Well, I guess we kind of think about practice in a different way. I like this because we have like two different logic tracks. Like we're going down two different sets of train tracks. So when I think of practice in terms of sport shot, I have to go back in time for this shit because the only time I played on the sport shot down here is just when I was testing shots and just to practice on. But practice on a house shot, you're still putting your body and you're still putting your muscle memory through repetition.
But it's
So
not the same. But here's the thing though. I get where you're going with this, 30. I get it because you're pinpoint accurate, but it's still not the same.
Yeah, it's not all the same. It's not the same on once you hit the lanes. It's not the same once you cross the foul line. But everything before the foul line is identical.
Okay, so here's everything before you lay the ball down.
Yeah,
is identical. Yes.
Yes.
Your approach, your release, all those things, you're 100%.
Yeah.
However, I know I gotta. You have a lot of miss room. You with me?
Yeah, of course.
You have. So I'm talking about everything from the foul line to the pins. That's where it's so. Yeah. So what you're saying is accurate. We both agree with that. What you do in practice, you bring to the game. Look, why do you think, man, you've been working so hard on releases and all this stuff? Because I agree with you. But the practicing everything from the foul line to the pins, there's no comparison. You know that.
It's
I know
different.
that. It's no
Yeah,
comparison.
yeah, because you're on a different shot. Yeah, it's like
I mean,
golfing on two different kind of courses.
yeah, it's not the same.
Right.
I mean, so 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 that's why when you ask that question, a house shot isn't even practice. It's good repetition, good muscle memory. But is it practice to get you ready for a sport? No, no, they're two different lions. I mean, that is a house pet, which is the cat, and then there's a lion. They're just no. Both will bite you, but one will mess you up a lot worse than the other. And here's the difference too. And I'm gonna be real about this. Bowling is about confidence. A sports shot can take that from you in a hurry. If you don't understand what you're doing, it depends. 30, depending on how your temperament is, it can take your confidence from you. I've seen it done. I've seen a very high quality bowler lose his confidence because he couldn't figure it out.
That's your mental game, though. That's not.
Yes.
That's
not your physical game. No.
That's not in and of itself the shot. The shot is not an A causing B kind of thing.
No. But I'm saying if your mental game ain't strong,
yeah, you're
that shot will bring it out.
Yeah, it's gonna mess it up. Yeah, it's gonna multiply your emotions.
Yeah, that's a multiplier. Yeah, if your mental game is weak,
100%. I'll agree.
You know,
100%. Yep.
But these are the nuances in bowling that make the game so special.
Right.
Because when you think you have it, you can test your limit to find out if you have it. If you think your mental game is tough, get on a sports pattern. And here's the thing. If you're good on a short pattern, you might be terrible on a medium. You might be great on a medium, bad on short and long. But you won't know until you see it.
True.
So for me, I like to test myself. Maybe, and you're right. Maybe that's all these guys will ever know is being the house shot champion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, David, and I see what you're saying. You're lost because, well, here's the thing, right? That's what me and 30 was just talking a minute ago in regards to things that can help you get started. For example, if you've never bowled on a sports shot before, there's a rule called Rule 31. You test your first ball, you see where the ball starts to move, which can give you an ideal about how long the pattern is. You minus that by 31, and that takes you to the break point. So if you measure it, you look like the pattern's about 40 feet. Rule 31 states your break point will be about 9. So am I saying that this is a God's rule? No. But it gives you an ideal about whereabouts the ball is. So then you figure that out in practice, and it can help you score very well, or at least decent, because picking up your spares is the biggest part of it. So, but I get it because we've all been there. I'm pretty sure 30's had some bad times on the sports shot too.
Oh, yeah. I got tricked into playing on the U.S. Open shot in January, and that was a nightmare.
This January?
This January, yeah. It was. Wait, was it January or December? I don't know. It was like the week of or the week after the U.S. Open. I was testing patterns for the place I practice at, and they put down 6 different patterns, and the last 2 patterns were the 2 U.S. Open shots. So there was the one they called the Dick, which is like the long, basically like long block, but it's flat. And then there was the one that was 45 feet, I think. And then the other one was just the 39 feet of hell. The 39 feet just flat 1-to-1, just ugly, awful.
You know how accurate you got to be for that?
Yeah, I know exactly how accurate you got to be because I sucked.
Well, I've had the
And they
opportunity
didn't.
to bowl on one for ones, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I bowled bad, but I enjoyed it.
I'm glad one of us did.
Hey, see, because I'm learning, man. I'm learning. Everything I'm doing, I'm learning. Everything I'm doing, I'm learning. It's going into my bank.
Good.
Because you might beat me one time, but you not beat me a second time. That's how I feel about the lanes. I'm in competition with the
Chat.
lanes, not the person, but the lanes.
Whoever's in the chat, remember this. He just said I was going to beat him. Remember that. He just admitted it. He admitted defeat. Remember that. Remember those words.
No, I was talking about the lane. I was talking about the one-on-one shot, not you. I'm gonna bust you up. That's easy.
Okay.
That's easy money.
Okay. Okay.
I might have to
All
come
right.
see you, Lefty.
All right, Rock.
You hear me? I might have to come see you, Lefty.
You really don't want to do that. That's bowling suicide. I may be bad. I may be not near what I was back in the early 2000s, but I'm pretty sure I could beat you lefty versus lefty.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty good lefty. Today I threw a 246 lefty. I threw the whole game lefty just to see how bad it would hurt, and it hurt.
Good.
But no, I'm pretty accurate.
Good. Bring the accuracy.
But yeah, it's gonna be
Don't
me and
miss
you
your
toe to
spares.
toe.
Don't miss your spares.
Why would I miss those? I mean, I have been lately. Let's not.
I don't know.
Let's not lie.
You showed me a score sheet that had missed spares on it. That's all I'm saying. Don't do
Yeah,
that.
hey.
Don't do that.
Nah.
We gotta see if
it depends.
Kegel,
When we bowl, are we gonna be at a bowling alley or are we gonna be at someplace like Kegel?
I mean, there's both.
No, because if we're at Kegel, then I'm not drinking. If I'm drinking, see, it's two different bowlers. Clarence drinking bowler, Clarence and non-drinking bowler. If it's a league or something, that's not serious. Who cares? You know, it's whatever it is.
Right.
But like when I'm bowling these guys, and it's gonna be let's go to work. When I'm seeing you, it's gonna be let's go to work day. Pack a lunch. I'm coming to see 30.
Yeah, we can get the beer. You can get the beer after.
And I'm taking 30's title home with me. I might make up a championship belt and get it designed just to bring home with me with 30's name on it.
Please do. And then when you lose, oh my God, I'm gonna put it on my wall.
I'm not gonna lose, man.
Okay. I like
ain't
your confidence.
Ain't that what Nas say? I would not lose.
I'll tell you what. Right now, I'm just saying this. I'm just gonna leave this out there. You better bring more than what's in your content right now. Because the guy that's in your content right now, if I go back through your videos, right, the last month's worth of videos, that guy's going to regret those words. No. So don't bring that guy. You better bring something special. That guy ain't it. I'm telling you. And the guy back before we started working, if you bring the guy in December, I'm going to stomp him into the ground.
Nope. Mm-mm. Not today. Not this guy.
Good. That's what I like to hear. But yeah, as far as like where we go, there's tons of places. I mean, if you want to bowl in a sports shop, I would say go to Kegel because you call ahead and just tell them to put down whatever. I don't know. The thing about Kegel though is it would depend on what day of the week it is. I don't know if we could get a pair. We might just end up on a single lane with a sports shop.
Did you see what David said?
It depends
no,
on what day
we
it
can
is.
go to a sports shop at Kegel because I remember I don't want to be at Kegel in July though, so we can go to a sports shop.
No, what I'm saying is this. I'm saying I don't know if we could get a pair because they only have 12 lanes there. So a lot of times if they have practices and other stuff going on, we might not get a pair. We may have to play on one single lane.
Yeah, it depends on what. Well, I don't know. It depends on where we at. I mean, is there bowling alleys around there that's not Kegel?
Yeah. There's Cypress, which is right down the street. There's Lake Wales if you want to go like old school.
So here's the deal, though. Because I'm gonna have it. Anytime I'm doing something for my channel, everybody tends to open the door up. because I mean, when you're about to hit 1 million views, people like, yeah, here, come do it. So, yeah, we should have no problem finding something though.
Yeah,
But I'd rather
there's
bowl in
tons
them.
of places. It just depends
Yeah.
on how far you want to drive and what you want to play on.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But we're gonna have fun anyway. But you need a competition anyway, man. I gotta get you ready for nationals next year.
Of course.
So
Right now,
no,
it's right now just me against me or any idiot that happens to be practicing at the same time I'm practicing.
yeah. So we gotta get you ready. You don't bowl no leagues or nothing?
No, I'm probably not going to do anything with leagues until at least fall.
Good, because you got to get at least 27 games in so you can have an average for nationals.
Oh, I'm not worried about the average.
Well, I'm just saying you should be. Unless you want to go to average nationals with a 220 block.
No, if you go into any tournament without USBC average, you go in as blind. So they take you at either 150 or 170.
Nah, nationals don't. They take you at two something.
What do you mean? No, that's not how blind works.
When you go to nationals, if you do not have an average, look it up. I'm not playing with you. If you go to nationals and you don't have an average, you start
They give
at
you
220. Yep.
Okay, I think you're confusing. They start you at 220 with you have a handicap based on 80% of 220.
There is no handicap in nationals.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's no handicap at nationals.
There's like 10 different events that are going on at one time. What?
Nationals. It's no handicap.
I'm not saying there's handicap in all events, but there's certainly handicap events. Yes.
Only handicap. See, look at David got. Yeah, hey David, and what you were saying about Oshkosh, Wisconsin. I like bowling up there, and even on their open bowling, they have heavy oil on their legs, but that's only from 6 to 6 though, 6 board to 6 board. But yeah, no, nationals is if you have no average, they'll give you a 220. That's it.
That doesn't make any sense. I've never heard of that in any tournament before.
I'm gonna send it to you. I mean, we talk, so I'm gonna send it to you. I'm serious. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah, send that to me. That sounds
Yeah,
really weird.
well, no, that's what it is. I mean, that's what if you don't have 27 games in, that's what your national average is going to be if you go. So,
Okay.
unfortunately, I don't know why they do that, but maybe they do it to make it fair. I don't know, but that's what it is. And I'll send that to you so that you have it, so that you know, and that way you can tell anybody. But if you don't have established USBC average, it's 220.
Okay. Well, I'll have more than 27 games in by then. I'm not going to nationals without bowling into some kind of competition first.
Well, you're going to, because you see in me this summer.
That's crazy. Well, I mean, competitive, like long term.
Oh, I
like
got
over
you.
the course,
But yeah,
over
no,
the course
it
of the
is.
season.
All right, Joe. It's good to see you again, my brother. And I know
Later,
you gotta
brother.
get ready for work.
Don't forget that
Oh, I
video.
gotta get ready for work too. I gotta be at work. I'm gonna send you Joey's videos. I got 3 of them.
Sweet.
Yeah, I've been at Rolling Thunders 3 times. 3 times.
If you want a challenger,
dude, I got more competition than you know. People are jumping out the woodwork trying to get me to bowl them. So we have a schedule, a long list of people. But I gotta go too because I gotta go to work. 30, you still there?
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm here.
But I'll
Yeah, it's
send
like
you that here in a
2:30
little
your.
bit though.
It's like 2:30 your time.
Yeah, 2:34. I got a little bit of time though. But yeah, so but yeah, man, I'm surprised you didn't know that. But I guess since you never really thought about never looked at the bowling at the national event, did you?
Nope.
Yeah, I thought you would know that, man. National. So I'm bowling in two different nationals. Hey, David, are you gonna bowl in Milwaukee's PBA national event? Because I'm gonna bowl in that one too. Well, thank you, David. You don't have to challenge me, but no, are you gonna bowl in the PBA event in Milwaukee this year? So you know the PBA now has their own nationals, right?
Oh yeah, the pro-am. Yep.
Yeah, so they got their own. So we're gonna bowl up there at the beginning of July.
You should have bowled in the
So that's
Masters.
what?
You should have bowled in the Masters.
Oh, that was in Milwaukee too, wasn't it?
No, it was in Detroit.
No. Oh, man, I'm not going to Detroit.
Why not?
If I want to get mugged, I can go to Chicago.
Oh my god. Come on. You're not gonna get mugged everywhere in Detroit. I only
See,
got
listen.
robbed like
I also
I only
listen.
got robbed
Listen.
like 3 times when I lived there.
It's only 3 times.
Only 3 times.
Listen. So listen. I have this rule, right? If I can't drink the water, or I'm going to get robbed, or both. I can't go there.
Oh man, how are you ever gonna travel?
What you
How do
mean?
you
I've been in
come
29
down?
different countries.
How do you come down
I've been in
here?
29.
How do you come down here?
Yeah,
The water's disgusting.
I drank bottled water when I was in Florida, but I didn't get mugged.
You said you're going to Miami in 3 weeks. What do you think happens there?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get. I'm not gonna. C30, you wishing bad luck on me, man.
You want a good YouTube challenge when you're down here? We should take a drive to Fort Lauderdale, to a place called Sawgrass Lanes. There's a guy called Charles Hutcherson. His YouTube channel's The Hype.
Yeah. I know who Charles.
There,
I've seen the channel.
there's your challenge. That guy, man, that guy's sick. I'm shocked he's not a pro.
Hey, that's his house, right?
He bowls in 2 places that are closer. There's Sawgrass, and I think the other one's Margot or Marget. But there's like
Okay.
8 different bowling alleys there.
Oh, okay. Well,
But,
I would bowl with
yeah,
him, man. I'm not scared. I would have fun. Matter
I
of
think
fact, I might reach out to him. I'm gonna reach out to him anyway. I've been meaning to do it.
You should.
Yeah, because if he ever come up to the shot, we can all just get it in. Or any other place in between. You know what I mean? He might. Who knows? He might be on a regional tour. I don't know. I never talked to him, but I've seen his stuff. And since I've been doing this talking with, I'll fill you in on what's going on.
Did you ever
But
get with
David,
Jason L?
No, not yet.
Damn, that's a shame.
Actually, I messaged him. He never responded. And David, thank you very much for watching the content. And man, we're here to help as much as possible. And I'm glad you're learning. And I hope I see you. When are you bowling in the PBA event? Because it can only be the end of June to the 1st of July. So I mean, maybe I'll see you up there, be up there around the same time. Of course, you'll see me, big head, bad bowl and stuff on. That'll be me.
You got to get a bad bowling jersey.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on designing it right now because I'm trying to design a different logo. I'm trying to get something more professional than the pens and stuff. So this lady's working with me on that.
Did you get with Kulik or one of the makers, one of the designers?
Yeah, I'm working with Kulik actually.
Oh, nice.
So I'm trying to get it together. I mean, you're gonna have one for the Nationals next year. I mean, I'm trying to have one for this year and next year. Oh, you end of July? That makes sense.
You got to do some bad bowling jersey giveaways.
As soon as they design, I will. You know, I don't mind. Speaking of that, your bowling ball should be there before Monday. In case y'all don't know, 30 was the bowling ball winner.
Sick. I might
And he's going to teach us some lessons with the TNT.
That could come in handy. Yeah.
Right. But thanks to everybody for tuning in. But I got to go because I still got to go to work. I know. YouTube channel, you think, but nope, this ain't my job. This is my love, my passion. So 30, I will send you that information on the 220 average because apparently you need to reapply your rule book.
Don't forget the Joey footage too.
No. I got you on the Joey footage. Matter of fact, I haven't even looked at it yet. I had a chance. You know, I'm busy.
True.
So we will be tuning back in. I'll put out ads for it to let y'all know when we're going to be coming live and what we're going to be doing the topic on. But rev rate. Well, thank you very much, David. And I hope you checked out the rev rate part. If you don't, rewind it back so you can see how to check your rev rate. In 30, I'll see you guys later. Again, thanks for tuning in to our podcast. Oh, and don't forget to vote in the community tab on what we should call this podcast that we do every week. And in 2 weeks, I'll be missing the podcast, but I'll be back the following week, though, because I'll be on a cruise ship.
What he means to say is he's going to be live from the ocean.
You know what? I probably will come live, too. I'll be green, puking all over the place. But anyway, thank you guys again. No, but yeah, you know what? I am going to come live. It may not be a long live, but I'm going to go live.
Nice.
Actually, I'm going to go live a couple different times.
It's a good idea.
So, yeah.
That's
not a bad idea, is it?
Even if you don't bowl on the cruise, you should go to the bowling alley and put that on the channel. Because those
I don't think it's in this. I don't think it's the celebration has a bowling alley.
There's no way, dude.
That's the name of the ship. I'm pretty sure my wife said that they don't have one.
That's crazy.
But I'll look into it for you guys. But if there is one, I'll get it and be able to go live and show everybody.
Where's the cruise going?
Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and St. Thomas.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
7 days. 7 days. Then
down there. I'm sure the Dominican has them, but honestly, I wouldn't pull down there either.
No, I'm trying to live when I'm down there. But anyway, I gotta go because I gotta drive to work.
All right, later.
I'll see you guys later. In 30, I'll send you all that stuff.
All right, see you.
All right, later, guys.